Lesson 93 in A Course in Miracles. Light and joy and peace abide in me. You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, he would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think if what is true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death at your own hand, living on after seeing this being impossible. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it is hard indeed to help you see that they are based on nothing. That you have made mistakes is obvious. That you have sought salvation in strange ways, have been deceived, deceiving, and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, and have bowed down to idols made of dust. All this is true by what you now believe. Today, we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. These thoughts are not according to God's will. He does not share these weird beliefs with you. This is enough to prove that they are wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil which you think you did was never done, that all your sins are nothing, that you are as pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore this self does not exist at all, and everything it seems to do and think means nothing. It is neither bad nor good. It is unreal and nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. It does not hurt him nor attack his peace. It has not changed creation, nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin and love to hate. What power can this self you made possess when it would contradict the will of God? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Over and over this must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it, nor can change what God created as eternal. The self you made, evil and full of sin, is meaningless. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. In our longer exercise periods today, which would be most profitable if done for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour, we will begin by stating the truth about our creation. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then put away your foolish self-images and spend the rest of the practice period trying to experience what God has given you, in place of what you have decreed for yourself. You are what God created, or what you made. One self, capital Self, is true. The other is not there. Try to experience the unity of your one self, capital Self. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love in which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come into its own. Here you are, this is you, and light and joy and peace abide in you, because this is so. You may not be willing or even able to use the first 5 minutes of each hour for these exercises. Try, however, to do so when you can. At least remember to repeat today's idea each hour in this form. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then try to devote at least a minute or so to closing your eyes and realizing that this is a statement of the truth about you. If a situation arises which seems to be disturbing, quickly dispel the illusion of fear by repeating the idea again. Should you be tempted to become angry with someone, tell him silently, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You can do much for the world's salvation today. You can do much today to bring yourself closer to the part in salvation God has assigned to you, and you can do much to bring the conviction to your mind that the idea for the day is true indeed. Let's do the 5-minute practice together. With eyes closed, light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Putting away all the foolish self-images with the desire to experience what God has given you in place of what you have decreed for yourself. You are eternal being, your true capital Self. Allow yourself to experience the unity of your one self, appreciating its holiness and the love in which it was created. Not allowing your majesty to hide behind all the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come in to its own. Here you are. This is you. The light and joy and peace abide in you. light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The first time I did this lesson, and I did it consistently from morning to evening, every hour, I would, no matter what was happening, I would take the 5 minutes. And I remember it being one of the most joyful days of my life up to that point. So if this gives you inspiration to complete today by, no matter what, doing the 5 minutes if you can, even if you're at work or wherever you are, whether there are kids around, just take the 5 minutes, go somewhere, take space, go and sit somewhere. Even if someone distracts you, whatever it is, whatever distraction, for those first 5 minutes of the hour, try doing this. I know it will bring great happiness to you. And if you can't, for whatever reason, you're at work, just close your eyes for a minute. Do it every hour and sink into that state. Quickly dispel the illusion of fear. And I've been using this today as a lesson for stuff that's been coming up, seeing different people in my mind, blessing them. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. This has especially been useful today to forgive those beings that I think misinterpreted the Course teachings, and with all the upheaval, it's one of the reasons why I haven't posted. I kind of fell out with the Course because I felt like this, is this really the truth? If it can be misused in such a way. And I was finding it very difficult to forgive this. Very difficult to let it go because, you cherish something and then use it for 15 years as a tool, and suddenly it seems like this tool is being misused, and is it true, doubting. And then a couple of days ago I listened, I did the lesson, or even yesterday, maybe 191, 192, and I really did it, and I really joined with the higher self, and it gave me such peace in moments of turmoil, and I felt fully joined with my higher self, like it was there with me, surrounding me, in me. We were one being. I was still processing things and going through stuff, but that is us, that higher self. And I believe this lesson is about that as well. Light and joy and peace abide in me because I am that higher self. And my sinlessness is guaranteed by God because I never changed into this person. No matter what I think I've done wrong or what anyone else seems to have done wrong, we didn't really change into that thing. It's not to say to excuse the behavior and not to say anything about it or do anything about it. I've been in my mind like, do I say anything? Do I do anything? Is it helpful to take a side or make a difference in this, or is this just me making the illusion real? And I think I've come to the conclusion that even in this world we will need to take actions against things that we know is wrong, that's not kind or good. But those actions need to come from a place of compassion, not from anger, not from judgment or attack. But we can be firm in saying, no, I don't accept that, and that is not good. And I will not accept that. But not from a place of, you've hurt me, so I have to punish you by making you guilty. From a place of, we are neither guilty, neither of us are guilty, but this is not right. So from a place of power, I have the choice to stand up against egoic decisions and repeating patterns of the past in myself and others, I can correct it in my mind. But if I just leave it, am I not contributing to the problem itself? So yeah, have determination today to forgive everyone, to use the practice. I hope this is helpful. Light and peace and joy abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Thank you.